bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Kansas City.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He caught coughs it up. Loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one going against the guard, Andrew Norwell. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Pollard. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Run for Pollard. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Broncos 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now Mahomes, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll run with Pollard. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Huntley got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than
Mahomes now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First down carry by Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra...
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
4 yards.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Ties the game at 14. Brendan McManus.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the side.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
21-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. To his running back right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On second down, Pollard. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard.
Operating from the gun. Huntley eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And a first down, Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huntley. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Chiefs 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's got a first down past the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Huntley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Shoot. Check.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
The kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
22, not 22. I'm coming after you. My 22's coming. Let's go, defense. Let's get the field, defense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
My 22's coming. That's 22, that's 22. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Anthony Hitchens.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, Huntley. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
He is good.
And he knocks it through.
Gets the score. Broncos 42. Chiefs 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That one complete to Hill. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Chiefs. On
1st down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He's got a first down past the 30. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Tyrann Mathieu.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
At the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Huntley. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough?
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Hey, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53, Mike 53. Okay. Mark 70.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now here's Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll indeed take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 44. Mike, 44. You ain't.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Pollard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On 1st down, Pollard. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Anthony Hitchens brought
The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, their winning ways continue as they
range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I